Hi everyone, welcome back to Gastronomy Games. Herbs are some of the most common, versatile, and effective ways to add flavor to your dishes. We are continuing our ongoing series by deep diving into thyme. Thyme is one of my favorite herbs because of its versatility and ability to enhance other ingredients it's paired with. To demonstrate this today, we are making thyme butter basted scallops with thyme roasted sweet potatoes and thyme mango Escovitch sauce. So, without any further ado, let's get to the kitchen. Thyme is an evergreen perennial and is indigenous to the Mediterranean and Middle East. Thyme was spread across Europe by the Romans, who used it to perfume their bedrooms, cheeses, and liquors. Today, thyme is used widely throughout the Middle East, Europe, and the Americas. It is prized for its earthy floral flavor, its versatility, and its ability to retain flavor after long exposure to heat. Thyme is propagated from stem cuttings, can be easily grown hydroponically, and is adaptable to a relatively wide range of growing conditions, which make it available and affordable. While the leaves of the thyme plant are used more commonly culinarily, the more citrusy thyme flower buds can also be used as an aromatic. Like most herbs, there are many varietals of thyme readily available, but the most common at American grocery stores is fittingly called common thyme. All aromatics, including thyme, have some flavor compounds that are released in fat, and some that are released in aqueous conditions. We are using this to our advantage by using both a thyme oil and a vinegar-based Escovitch thyme sauce to get the full spectrum of thyme flavor. To make a thyme oil, barely cover 2 bunches of thyme with vegetable oil in a small saucepan. Cook on the lowest possible heat on the stove for 15 to 20 minutes, then let sit off the heat for another 15 to 20 minutes. If the thyme leaves start to turn dark brown or burn, take it off the heat immediately and remove the burned stems. Thyme is particularly adept for making infused oils because of its ability to withstand heat, but you can make infused oil with other herbs, chilies, garlic, or different aromatics in a similar fashion. With our thyme infusing on the stove, we are going to prep our Escovitch sauce. Escovitch is a Jamaican pickled vegetable sauce, traditionally served with fried snapper, but it works excellently with any seafood. To start, I take out the inner membrane of the cheeks of bell pepper before flipping the pepper over and small dicing them. Typically, the vegetables are julienned, but I prefer to small dice them for aesthetics, and so it can act more as a sauce. Additionally, this allows the flavor of the sauce to become more cohesive, and for each bite of your dish to taste the same. Most Escovitches you see in the Caribbean use white onion, but I prefer red onion or shallot because their sweetness helps to round out the strength of the vinegar. Cut your shallot roughly the same size as your bell pepper. I've cut both quite fine, but if that is too difficult for you, don't worry. Your vegetables being roughly a similar size to each other is more important than them being particularly small. Finally, we are going to small dice mango for our sauce. This is not traditional in Escovitch, but I love the combination of thyme and mango as they bring out deep floral notes in each other. Mango pickles are also a natural pair with seafood as their sweet, tangy, and tropical flavor bring out the fresh, clean flavors of most fish and shellfish. We are going to cut our mango into planks, then into logs, and then small dice, roughly the same size as our shallot and our bell peppers. For more in-depth tips and tricks on how to best use your knife, check out our knife skills video linked below. Then, in a small pan, combine half a cup of white wine vinegar, 1 tablespoon of sugar, our bell pepper mango shallot, a few sprigs of thyme, salt, pepper, and a whole uncut Scotch Bonnett or habanero pepper. Then place your pan on medium heat until shallots have lost their bite, the sugar is dissolved, and the vinegar is no longer harsh. This will take about 5 to 10 minutes. Then let sit off the heat until the mixture is completely cooled. Our thyme oil is now ready to drain. Simply strain out the thyme sprigs, and when it is cooled completely, transfer it to a squeeze bottle. This can be kept on your counter for several months and can be used in anything you want to add a pop of thyme flavor to, such as these sweet potatoes. Peel them and cut them into medium thick rounds before tossing them generously with your thyme oil and salt. Used about 2 to 3 tablespoons of thyme oil, and salt maybe about a tablespoon. If you would like to keep the skin on your sweet potatoes, you certainly can. I like them peeled for aesthetics, however. Then, we want to transfer our sweet potatoes to a baking sheet and roast at 400 until soft. This will take about 20 minutes. For extra crispy sweet potatoes, preheat the oven with the sheet in the oven before you add the sweet potatoes to it. For even cooking, make sure your sweet potatoes are evenly spaced before you put them in the oven. Our Escovitch has thickened and is slightly syrupy. We're going to take it off the heat and let it infuse until it is cooled completely. Finally, it's time to cook our scallops. These are size 10-20 scallops, meaning it'll take 10 to 20 scallops to make up a pound. Place your scallops on a paper towel for about 20 minutes. This will bring them to room temp and dry them out, letting them get a nice hard sear. When you are placing scallops on the paper towel, check to see if their side muscle is still attached. This is located on the side of the scallop and is what attaches the scallop to its shell. If left on, your scallop will become tough and rubbery. When you are ready to cook your scallops, salt both sides and heat a heavy bottomed skillet on medium-high heat till it's almost smoking. Add in your thyme oil, and once it shimmers, add in your scallops around the pan edge. Don't move them once they're in the pan so they can build up a nice crust. When you have a nice sear on one side, turn the heat to medium, add a large pat of butter and a few sprigs of thyme in the center of the pan. When the butter is melted, flip the scallops, then tilt the pan and baste over top of the scallops. This will reinforce the sear and add a deep brown butter flavor. After about 2 minutes, when they have a light sear on the other side, but the center of the scallop is still rare, take them out of the pan and let them rest for about 3 minutes on a clean paper towel. Assemble your components by placing each scallop on top of a sweet potato round and garnishing generously with your Escovitch sauce before garnishing with fresh thyme. Then all that's left to do is enjoy. Hope you liked this video. If you still have any questions, leave them in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I can't wait to cook with you all again soon.